Ladies and gentlemen, here on the other side of the tracks, we have a very special video for you today. This is the official announcement video for our friends over at the Train Loft in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. When the owner Jeff asked me to do this video, I just could not refuse. Of course, this is for his latest custom masterpiece, a Trump diesel engine, an MTH ES44ac. How could I refuse? I'm more than happy to do it, the Train Loft. I have previously mentioned this engine coming up in a previous video, and I mentioned in that video that it was going to be a looker based on the hint that Jeff had given to me as to his design aesthetic. Well, now that the artistic rendering has been released via MTH, he has definitely proven that. These are now available for your pre-order. It is a very limited edition. So if you want to get one, you best fill out the form, get it back to Jeff as soon as possible. Very limited run, and seeing this design, I'm sure they're going to sell very quickly. And I'm sure if you wait, you'll only have those couple up on eBay that are going to go for astronomical price points. And this engine is definitely the best price point of any Trump engine that is being produced this year. So, if you've been on the fence, you're going to want to pull the trigger. Let's check it out. Now, just for quick reference, here we have a previously released MTH ES44ac Imperial, the 2020 Trump engine. And this is a more recent edition from a competitive store, Pat's Trains. But this is the Premier line. And I just have it here to show just kind of the difference in size. A Premier line is going to be true O scale, that's 1/48 scale, whereas the RailKing line is semi-scale, so it still has very decent size, proportions, and intricate details, but it is a little bit smaller, and it's going to work a lot better on tight curves with smaller layouts. Premier line will have a little bit greater detail. I mean, just check out the exhaust difference here, or the horns here, the vents, and they got fans inside there, etc., etc. But the RailKing is very detailed in and of itself, and not to mention a much lower cost point. So the Train Loft is having a RailKing Imperial ES44ac. So it's going to be, this size here. So it's semi-scale. According to MTH, it'll be 17 inches in length. So it's still a decent-sized diesel engine and packed with lots of detail. Now, I really like the way the protective foam here is placed and what it covers up. So I'm just going to leave that for this video, if you don't mind. Now, one key note and difference with the upcoming Train Loft ES44ac edition is that it will have charging lights. Now, other upcoming trains are going to be costing more from some of these other stores and will not feature charging lights. MTH no longer has charging lights on their Premier ES44 engine. They sold the tooling. If you want to know what charging lights are, let me demonstrate on this prior 2020 Trump engine. So that is a really cool and stylish feature and something very unique. Now, the color of those charging lights has not yet been released, so it will be a surprise, so stay tuned on that. All right, so a lot of these Trump engines, as you can see some examples behind me, have been done in the traditional red, white, and blue, which is, of course, patriotic and quite appropriate for something presidential. Nothing wrong with red, white, and blue. But sometimes it's good to be a little bit different. So, with this Train Loft design, they went a little different route. We got some gold on black. It is stylish. And I don't think this photo will do it any justice versus seeing it in person. Let's take a closer look at that image, shall we? Here we have it, the artistic rendering from MTH of the exclusive Train Loft Trump ES44ac. Cab number 4547 in all of its brilliance and glory. I'm digging the White House on it. And I think these colors are very sharp, very unique, and very Trumpian too. Well done, Jeff. Now, I'm also putting here the number of the Train Loft on the screen. That's 336-760-9817. If you want to go ahead and call the Train Loft during their business hours, talk to Jeff. Jeff is awesome. Every time I've spoken to him, he's been so nice, and you can tell that he has a true passion for trains. Really a great guy, and the rest of the team there at the Train Loft. They're truly a pleasure to deal with. Okay, let's also put up here for your reference the order form. If you would like to pre-order, you're going to have to go ahead and fill out this form. You can download it from their website, and I will put a link in the description of this video to their website. Or you can go ahead and just snap an image of this form here with your phone, or if you're watching on a PC or Mac or whatever, take a photo of the screen, insert your information, and email it directly over to Jeff so you can reserve your Trump engine today. Again, these are being produced in a very limited number, so you do not want to miss out. Before we go over all the details on the engine, one quick note. Mr. Jeff is working on a sound file of Trump's voice to possibly use with this engine instead of the standard factory freight yard sounds that these come pre-equipped with. So it's still kind of up in the air at this point. Nothing has been set. But if he does proceed with having that as a feature, it could potentially increase the price of the engine slightly, maybe $10 or so. But again, nothing is set in stone in that regard as to the sound file that will be included with this engine. Still in the production phase here and getting all those details ironed out. Well, yes, and let's go ahead and just highlight the price point for this engine and compare it to the competition out there. The current pre-order price of this engine is $439.95. So if you order it right now, that will be your price, $439.95. I imagine that shipping may be extra. Now let's compare that to some of the other Trump engine options. The recently released Pat's Trains AC4400CW was $699. Legacy Station's Lionel ES44ac comes in at a $749.99. And the upcoming Brady's Trains AC6000 Trump diesel engine is going to be listed, as far as I'm aware, at $599.95. So, the Train Loft and their $439.95 price point is way under the other options out there. So, credit to Jeff for not charging folks an arm and a leg and making this engine a little more affordable on the old wallet. And of course, this has all the standard MTH RailKing features you trust and expect. We have intricately detailed, durable ABS plastic body, die-cast trucks, pilots and fuel tank, metal chassis, metal handrails, metal horn, optional detachable snowplow, hand-painted engineer cab figures, 2 of course, beautiful paint schemes on their engines, metal wheels, metal axles, metal gears, 2 remote-controlled proto couplers, prototypical Rule 17 lighting, directionally controlled constant voltage LED headlights, lighted LED cab interior light, illuminated LED number board, offering LED ditch lights. Don't forget about those LED charging lights, 2 precision flywheels, operating proto-smoke diesel exhaust, onboard DCC/DCS decoder, locomotive speed control and scale MTH increments, proto sound 3.0. Works on 031 or greater curves. And of course, this is a 17-inch length diesel engine. Now, if you are still on the fence and haven't made up your mind about this engine, they've put a little kicker for you. There's going to be a matching caboose to go with this engine. So as of yet, I do not have the artwork to share on that caboose, but I imagine it will look just as awesome as the locomotive. So the order form does not have an option specifically for the caboose, but if you are interested, go ahead and write on that form, I want the caboose. I know I already told Jeff I want the caboose. So go ahead, put all your information on that form so he has it, reserve your Trump engine, and if wanted, matching caboose to go with it as well. The caboose is not included with the locomotive. It's a separate price. I don't have that figure as of yet, still early, but I did want to announce with this video that there will be a matching caboose, which is really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what that is going to look like as well. You may have noticed on the order form there is a listing for a Christmas train, an ES44ac engine as well. If you're interested in having one of these ES44s done up in a Christmas motif, a custom design from the Train Loft, you want to call Jeff or go ahead and fill out the form and check that as well. There's not any artistic renderings available as of yet, but if there's enough interest, he's going to move forward with that and put more information out there. That's featured there on the sign-up form if interested. So that's just a little side note there. And you can look at their website as well. The Train Loft has a myriad of interesting custom pieces, locomotives, steam engines, diesels, rolling stock, a lot of interesting custom items. In fact, I have a box under the table behind me here that I got from the Train Loft a few months ago. I haven't even opened it yet. I've been meaning to show it on the channel. I'm really embarrassed about that. Sorry, Jeff. I will get to it. It's just too much cool stuff and only so much time. But again, very honored that Jeff has asked me to do this announcement video for him here on YouTube. Of course, I'm the one crazy enough to have all this Trump stuff out there and feature it on this platform. So, yes, we will go there. That's right. Someone's got to do it. But glad to and share this with you. You know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. I respect everyone. Love all of you out there. But if you're interested, call Jeff, fill out the form, email it to him. Email is listed in the description of this video. I'm putting it on the screen right now. It's on this form. Please fill it out. Get it to them as soon as possible to reserve yours. I myself was not the first one to place an order on this engine, even though I was checking his website regularly. So people are ordering it already. This Pat's train behind me, I was the first order. The Brady's train, called them up, first order. Train Loft, people beat me to it. So there's going to be a lot of demand for this engine. So get your order in today with the Train Loft. Price point, you just can't beat it. And the design is definitely unique. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how it looks in person. Because you know, these artistic renderings never fully do it justice. When you see it there in your hands in person, it's always much more interesting and detailed and beautiful. So when I get one of those here at the other side of the tracks in the train room, we'll check it out together. But by that point, I expect they will be sold out. So fill out that form, like I said. I've said it before. Do it now. Don't wait. Trust me. You'll regret it if you let this one pass you by. Well, thank you very much for checking out this announcement video with me. Thank you, Jeff, and the folks at the Train Loft for giving us this privilege and honor of doing this announcement for you. We are very happy to do it. And before we go, of course, you know you got to give this video a like, share it with your friends, anyone that's interested in Trump stuff. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There'll be more Trump items forthcoming in the near future here on the other side of the track. Well, this is Chris, signing off for now. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Take care.